Namaste. My name is Mahesh Arali. I am right now working with Microsoft in USA. I've been associated with Dakshana Foundation now almost for 10 years. And whenever there is an opportunity, I try to mentor Dakshana scholars. And I have been mentoring them at various stages, sometime during when they're going through the Dakshana program in GNV. And I had a couple of times chances to even go to IITs when I was on a campus recruitment to talk to them. And then there are some scholars who are in touch with me even after they finish their graduation. I can honestly say that this is one of the most gratifying thing that I do, and also because I am a JNV student myself, and I come from a small village in north of Karnataka. I went to JNV, and then I studied in a government school or a public school in a village, which many of JNV students also do. And then I got into JNV, and there is what I see is I'm able to connect with them at different levels, with whether it is respect to a life before JNV or in JNV and after JNV. I strongly feel there is a need to mentor students coming out of the system, because as you know that I'm assuming you already are familiar with how the JNV students get picked up from various parts of India and what kind of background we all come from. In our family, there is nobody who could have. We would be one among very first who have come this far in our life. Usually, we lack that mentorship in within our family, friends or relatives, and always there is some pressure and commitment from the family side as well. And as we know that the choices we make will define how we do in our life. And along the way we are always in that pressure to ease the financial pressure on the family, and start contributing to the family. In that way, the Navodaya students or even Dakshina scholars, they have very conflicting choices. And uh, this is one part. The second part is when I look back now, and I come when I look at my peers in the organization, I honestly feel with better guidance and mentorship, I could have done better. It's not the overconfidence or it's not that I'm thinking highly about myself, but I do see that there are a lot of people at higher levels, and I find that I could have been there if I have had a right choices along the way. Most of the time, the hard questions that Dakshina scholars go through is what streams they pick, why should they pick a particular stream, should they go for higher studies, should they go for MBA, should they do a job now. Some of these questions, and they have this conflicting priorities, and they are not able to judge or make choice very confidently. The other part is grooming them to develop self confidence, improve their communication skills, and leadership skills and interpersonal skills. The language becomes a very big barrier. I myself studied in Kannada medium school, so I know my struggle, how much I had to struggle to talk like the way I'm talking right now. Believe it or not, I did go for a spoken English course after my engineering. And this is one area where we can really help them at early stages, to help them with and guide them so that they develop good communication skills. And apart from that, the other part is once they are get into IIT, I do see that it's still not done yet. I mean, getting just seat in IIT doesn't mean that now we can let them be on their own. They have a lot of more questions, and they are always in this conflicting priorities. And that is when I think mentoring them along from the time they get into JNV, and then till up to the point where they land a job, and even in fact some people need help even after they get a job. I feel that if a lot of us can really participate in this program and mentor Dakshana scholars, these are very bright kids and with a lot of potential, and definitely we can have a huge impact on the choices they make and the career paths they choose. And another suggestion I have is, while it's easy to preach them saying, hey, this is the ideal thing to do, we also need to understand their situation at family and home, because that plays a huge role in the choices they make. So it is more of the personal one-on-one connection and understanding their perspective, and then making those pragmatic suggestions would help them. The other part is also knowing that, hey, there is somebody who can you can, whom you can talk to, will also help. The last part is the amount of stress or the pressure they go through while they're preparing for IIT, or even when they are studying in IIT, is very high. There is a pressure to succeed, there is a peer pressure, there is a lot of pressure since they are in a very competitive classroom, whether it's in JNV or in IIT. They do get pressurized. And some of the things that really helped me to deflate this pressure was to show them the bigger picture, show them the larger picture, and say that, hey, you may be a few steps behind, but this is what the larger picture is. And if they, as long as they understand the bigger picture, it helps in deflating some of this pressure on them. Yeah, these were some of the learnings or observations I did make when I mentored Dakshana scholars. Thank you.